It's also the first day of the 21-day challenge for me. But first, I gotta get out this rain. Alright guys, just got back from training, had my dinner, ready to sleep soon. But before that, let's talk about something. We're gonna talk about the 10,000 hour rule. And I know we've talked about the 10,000 hour rule before, but today we're gonna expand on that a little bit, do a part 2. So the 10,000 hour rule basically states that if you do 10,000 hours of focused, dedicated practice in whatever discipline you do, you'll become world class. The theory behind that is if you do 3 hours of practice a day for 10 years, you will become a professional or a grandmaster chess player or whatever. Now, this is a rule that I personally read about like 5-6 years ago, and I've applied it to my own life and pretty much everything I do. It changed my life, and I apply it to football. So ever since I read the rule, and I know a lot of you do the same thing, you read the rule and you're like putting in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of work. But you're putting in that work and you're killing it. Dude, you're killing it. You're the best in the team. No one can touch you. You're untouchable. I think this usually happens when you make some sort of transition, you know, you make a step up to the higher level, or you start playing at the senior level with more experienced players. For a long time I tried to figure this out, like, I tried to think, why aren't I progressing as fast as I did before? I'm putting in the same training. I think I figured this out just recently. There was a former professional player who was driving me home just recently, and we were talking, and we're just talking about his career and some things he said. So one day an interviewer asked him after a match, like, how often do you train? How much preparation do you put into your games? And then he responded with this. And he responded, 24 hours. So the interviewer was like, he explained this in a way which really made sense. So let's say you're a professional footballer and we divide your day into 3 parts. Let's say the first 8 hours you're preparing, you're thinking, you're dreaming about how you're going to approach your training, how you're going to train, what movements you're going to do on the ball, how you're going to do it. The second phase is the actual training part. That's doing the training, the physical work, the tactical work, the mental work, the technical work. It's the physical stuff. And then after all that training is over, it's the third part. It's reflecting, thinking about how your training actually went, all your thoughts running through your mind. And in that 8 hours, you're thinking about the mistakes you made. Oh, crap, I missed that open goal. Or I scored a great goal, full of confidence, ready to go for next training. And that's what he was saying. How you manage those hours away from the field are so important to your success. And guys, that's why it's so important to manage these thoughts up here. If you have a bad training, forget about it. If you have a good training, remember it and take that confidence in your next training. Mental is just one aspect. It's about how you eat, how you sleep, how you freaking manage your energy levels, you know, how much you're working, all this kind of stuff. How you recover after training. Are you stretching? Are you taking ice baths? Are you doing protein shakes? Are you taking recovery drinks? So many things. You start adding all these little things up, they make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% difference. And those percentage points make the difference in a game. This is one thing I learned, guys, real talk. I thought I could do everything. In the past, I thought I could do everything. Me personally, I had this big dream of becoming a professional footballer, but also I want to build big businesses. I want to have a girlfriend. I want to study in uni. I want to have a great social life. I want to blah, 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 blah. I was managing, you know, hours of work into football every day, but all these other things too that I want to do. That 10,000 hour rule, it's not about that 3 hours a day for 10 years. I think it's much more than that. And that's what I learned. I think life will only reward the things that you're most passionate about and what you really want the most. Real talk again, that's a personal struggle for me. There's so many things I want to do in this life that almost just sticking to football is really hard for me. The Snapchat's coming in now. You guys think the same thing. It's really hard for you to focus on just one thing. Really hard. That's the biggest struggle. Deciding on that one thing is the hardest thing to do. It's the hardest thing to do, and that's what separates the people who make it and the people who don't. After 3 hours a day, it's not even your 21 hours a day. It's your 24 hours a day. Everything that you think about. By the way, if I'm not making it clear, I'm talking to the people who have really big dreams. Those of you who have really big goals which other people think are impossible. For those of you with smaller goals, completely fine to do the 3 hours a day, the 2 hours a day, the 1 hour a day, the 30 minutes a day even, the 10 minutes a day even. It's fine. If you want to make your passion the one thing that you want to do every day for the rest of your life, it has to mean everything to you, like everything. Here's what I want you to do. Tell me what your goal is, and I'll tell you how much I think you need to work to achieve that goal. Hope you got some value out of that, guys. Martian's up next with a 21-day challenge. He'll be up in a few hours, but tell me what your goal is, alright? See ya.